Hey everybody, guess who it is? That's right, it's me. And guess what? I graduated. That's right, I passed Barley English. Hallelujah. Along with the rest of the class, thank goodness. Stop it! Maybe if I don't move my head. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? Forget it. I have to take that thing off. Now, before I get started, I wanted to let you know this video is about some new toys I got recently that I just absolutely love. But you know, a lot of people don't care about this, so I'm splitting this video blog up into two parts. This being part one. Part two will be the things about, you know, recent happenings that have been going on since the last video blog. So, if you're not interested in watching this video, by all means, you can click here and go to part 2. And I'll see you there. Otherwise, you can just continue watching. Thank you to everybody who's given me graduation presents. I really do appreciate it. And for those of you who've given me cash and checks, I really appreciate that. Money may not be everything, but it definitely helps. I've used a lot of that money for some new toys. Please understand, this was not come on, what's the word? But this was not an impulse buy. I had an idea of what I was going to do and what I needed to do it. And I researched, and I didn't get top of the line stuff. I didn't want that. Well, first of all, it cost a lot of money. But, you know, I mean, for instance, hold the thought. I have a text message. Okay. Busy person now. These are only snapshots that I took of the previous take. This is actually take number 2 because on the first videos I couldn't really get the sound to synchronize with the video. Take for instance, I bought some new studio monitors. Now these are only M-Audio AV40s. I did get a really good deal on them. Thank you, Dave Ramsey. They're Harley reference monitors. They do have really good sound though, and they're preamped. And no, they're not very powerful, but they do get pretty loud without distortion, and the sound is very clean. I wasn't really getting them for reference monitors. I really just wanted some, you know, higher end computer speakers because, well, my laptop, the speakers pretty much suck. Because they were cheaper, like I said, I researched them. You know, I asked what was the better thing to get for that very specific use. Now, don't get me wrong. I still have them set up, and unfortunately right now they're over at Josh's house because we're going to be playing again tomorrow, and I left them over there last time, and long story, blah, blah, blah. I do use them as reference monitors, though. I have them set up that way because, one thing, they sound a whole lot better when they're set up as reference monitors, even when you're just listening to music or watching videos. But I do some recording. The powered subwoofer that my dad let me have, not exactly too powerful either, but I do have it hooked up to the studio monitors, and that does give me the lower frequencies. So it works out pretty well, and it comes out pretty evenly too. I bought this Behringer 300FX keyboard amp, which is also kind of a portable PA system, which is also another reason why I really like this one. Because it not only has a lot of power and a big speaker, because you know I like that, this was actually the one I've been wanting to get, which has stereo inputs and outputs. I'll show you a picture of this here. The reason this is also a portable PA system because it has a built-in mixer. As you can see, there's four channels. It even has an XLR, but it also input, has which is line out and sub out. So you can line out to an actual mixer for an actual PA system, or sub out so you can connect to a power amp and then a subwoofer or a powered subwoofer. But also, it is 300 watts and a 15-inch speaker with a horn. It sounds so loud and yet so clear, and I love it. And it has an effects board built in with 100 different effects. And then, and to go with the studio monitors or the PA system or whatever else, I bought this USB mixer. It's an Alesis Multi-Mix 6. And the reason that I bought a USB mixer is so I can plug it into my computer. It's basically like an external sound card with a mixer built in. So cleaner inputs and outputs. This is what I connect my monitors to the output of this mixer, and it sounds very clean. And the sound card on my computer absolutely sucks. I don't know why, but it does. So that's another reason I bought this mixer. Two things I still plan on getting. I am going to get my own bass guitar. I've already got the one picked out I want. It's a Yamaha RBX 170. Now, Yamaha is a good brand when it comes to instruments. And it's just a 4-string bass guitar. Now, I have looked at the reviews, and no, it's not top of the line like the Schecter I'm using right here, which is my uncle's guitar, and I really would like this guitar, but you know, $700 guitar, I don't think he's just going to hand it over to me. But the RBX 170 is actually cheaper, a cheaper guitar, and they look good, and they sound good too. I was actually amazed at the sound that came out of this thing, because I played it at Guitar Center, and oh my word, this thing sounded ridiculously awesome. Now, like I said, it's not as good as the Schecter as far as sound quality goes, but it still sounded pretty good. Like, I was really impressed as to how well it sounded, even with the distortion pedal. And then the second thing I'm planning on getting is a new amplifier for my Rockford subs in my truck, because the only thing that's pushing them right now is a 170 watt Optimus amp from back in like the 80s or 90s, maybe the 90s, but either way it's really old and it's bound to go out sometime. And it's just not much power, which, you know, that is actually working pretty well for what I need it for, but I would like to have a little bit more power. I've already got the one I'm wanting. This will complete my Rockford sound system. It's a 400 watt mono amp. Well, those are my new toys. So, I'll see you in part 2.